guys, it's definitely Yanni and not Laurel here with a little bit of a cardistry move today. You guys like cardistry moves. You like these little flourishes you could put on Instagram and show people that you've never in fact seen a woman in any sort of capacity whatsoever. So today I thought I'd show you guys just a simple cut. It's called the gear cut, and it's just a combination of two little moves that I'm sure is well beyond the comprehension of most of you. And if you haven't checked it out already, you should totally check out the projects in the description below. You got Vogue. Vogue just came out. That's hot off the presses. And you haven't signed up for the Pick K Card Academy, you could also find the link in the description below. We're pretty much sponsored by the Pick K Card Academy, which is funny enough because I'm sponsoring myself. But you know what? You should totally check it out because it's definitely something you would be interested in. It takes you from a beginner all the way to an expert in card magic. 2 videos a week. All hot material. Oh boy, I'm so excited. So today we're going to be using these Virtuoso cards, only because it seems to attract views. The 12-year-olds seem to enjoy the look of these cards. As you can see, it's kind of a beat up deck, TBH. But we're just going to jump right into the cut. So the cut, if you notice, is a combination of a swivel cut and the mechanics of a revolution cut. So you're combining the action of a swivel cut with a revolution cut. That's pretty much all that's happening here. However, it's how you get into it. That's what you need to know for this particular cut. So let's just jump right into it. So you're gonna hold the deck in your left hand, mechanics grip. You would know what that is if you guys are part of the Pick K Card Academy. You see how there's a circle here? It's a circle. But here, what you're going to do is either you're going to get into the swivel cut from a pinky pull down, meaning you're going to use your pinky to just pull down about half the cards, just like this. If that's ever in okay, there you go. If that's, there you go. If you want to do that, you could definitely do that. And people will write in the comments on how dirty your fingernails are. But you know what? That's from coffee. So you could go get a pinky break right there, about half the cards, and you're going to transfer that to the thumb break as you swivel the cards. Now you're going to need to swivel the cards with your forefinger. So if you use your thumb, it's going to be a little bit harder to get into that position. So you're going to need to use your forefinger for the actual swivel action itself. So the way that works is that you're using your forefinger to lift up, over here, up and over, using your middle finger as the pivot point here. So I'm putting pressure with my forefinger and it's being pressed against my middle finger, which allows for the swivel to take place. You see that hot action? So it's pretty much my finger putting all the pressure. Now that's one way of getting into it. If you want, you could just lift up with your forefinger and use your dirty left finger to press in the same way. And this time the pivot action happens from forefinger to forefinger. Haven't heard that before, right? So you're putting pressure with your forefinger against the other forefinger in the right hand, and that's what's going to allow you to swivel that over into the left hand in this position. So you need to swivel it in this position. You notice that there's a little bit of a straddle grip in the left hand. This is going to be in preparation for the revolution. 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 So what's going to happen here, one more time, you could get into it however it is that you want, but you're going to swivel cut and you're going to get into the action of a revolution cut. So here, what's going to happen is that you're going to bring your ring finger to the back. Also, don't feel discouraged if you don't get this move initially. For some reason, I never understood the mechanics of this move. I was in this position forever, and then one day I could just do it with my fingers, and from then on, I could do it. It was like riding a bicycle or skinning a cat or whatever. It was the same thing, but eventually you're going to get it. So your ring finger is going to come to the back. Your forefinger and thumb are also going to put pressure over here. So you have an opposing pressure action that's going on. Notice the position of my ring finger here in the back. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to let go pressure with my forefinger. So now the only points of contact are going to be my middle finger and my ring finger. So you're going to put upward pressure with the ring finger, and notice that my forefinger is going to fall underneath the deck in this position, which is going to allow my thumb to re-grip the new face or the new side of the cards so that it can move out of the way and I can complete the actual revolution itself. So one more time, my ring finger is putting pressure it's revolving. My forefinger is getting out of the way. My middle finger is extended past, getting out of the way of the entire packet swiveling. And then my thumb is re-gripping that long edge that was once over here. So you see that action over here. That's what's pretty much happening. Now, at the same time that this is happening over here, you're going to do the Gordon double here. So Stewart Gordon double. That's what's happening with the right hand. So all that's happening there is that you're going to just use your thumb to slide down the length of the card. So your fingertips get out of the way. Your thumb is sliding down the length of the card this way, so that when you actually complete the action of the revolution cut, you've also revolved this packet face up. So all that does is that it adds a little bit of a more dimension to the cut here. So you're turning the packet face up as you do the revolution cut and scoring it up on the deck. So when you combine these actions, you have a nice little bit of a cut here. That's just a single cut. It isn't anything of these fancy moves here. It's a simple cut. It isn't anything complicated. But you could even add a little bit of a revelation there. You can have a little bit of a card revelation, because imagine if there are cards on the bottom, you do the actions of the swivel cut. Now when you get to this point, all you're going to do is put pressure with your thumb and show that card. So at speed, it should just look like that card is coming from the middle of the deck, and you have a card revelation there. So it's a little bit of a fancy cut. It's one single cut. It's not one of these elaborate packets that you see people that I've never seen girls before on Instagram do. But it's simple enough that people would appreciate the aesthetic of the actual cut itself. So definitely practice that. Definitely learn it, and do it when you get the chance. Do it. It's just a little bit of a nice little fidget move. You could even add another revolution there at the end. So it just looks more like gears rotating. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what's inside. So make sure to do all the things that people do. People tend to subscribe. They tend to check the links in the description below. And they do all those things to help a piggy out. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Well, that's it. That's the cut. That's about it. That's all the time I got. So I'm going to go figure out different ways to use snowshoes